Okay, Hikaru, we played a very sharp game today. It was obvious a lot of home preparation. Could you tell us how far did it go, your preparation? Because it looked like somewhere here.
Okay, well, Bishop D4. Okay, this is all. Yes, I prepared all of this. Bishop D4 was the first really move where I was on my own in this game. I think. Knight C7 forces a draw pretty easily. In fact, I have to be very careful not to end up in trouble here.
Here, yeah.
Yeah. So Knight C7, King F8, and now Bishop B2.
This move, yeah. I saw that maybe there is some trick like that. But okay, when he was blitzing all the moves, I saw that okay.
Should go maybe
no time and exchange down.
Okay, so after Bishop D4 somehow you felt that white should have a compensation here.
No, not after Bishop D4, but I think that I understood that it's a compensation. I mean, I have for pawn always I can take it and I have at least one pawn for the exchange. But my C2, A2 pawns are not, are not making any optimism for white because in such a position D5 will come somewhere and it will just stop my pawns C2 and A2. And then at some point Bishop E6, and any endgame is lost almost because rooks are just very strong. And okay, I just didn't see a plan. Probably this Knight C7, Bishop B2. I saw that maybe Knight C7, Bishop B2 some trick, but what is the line there? I mean, it's a secret. I mean,
yes,
it's
okay,
a secret.
Bishop B2.
No, okay. Rook A7. Okay, actually, I'm very lucky. I think I hold on barely. So Bishop A3.
Bishop
A3.
A3, yeah.
Okay, King G7, Knight E8, King H7, Knight D6. Rook A8. Okay, now Bishop H5. Rook G7.
Something like this,
yes? Yes, it's very close here. Okay, I mean, the computer says Bishop takes F7, but... Okay, after Knight E5, Bishop D5, I have this idea... okay, it looks like I'm losing, but actually I have F3.
F3, yeah.
F3, G3, and now Bishop H3. Okay, so Bishop B2, now Rook F8, Knight F5.
Always forced, huh?
Yes, now I have this move Rook E7.
Rook E7?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the computer says Bishop G8, King H8, Bishop D5 draw, but okay.
Which one?
Bishop G8 here.
Bishop G8, King H8.
King H8 and Bishop D5,
yes,
really?
This is what the computer says.
Okay, I think that you made a smart choice to play Bishop D4.
Okay, no, I can see
it's not... and after Bishop D4 you didn't look at all as well?
No, I didn't.
Okay. And what do you think?
It's of course stupid compared to this line, Bishop D4. Because Knight C7, Bishop B2 is like you are even pressing somehow.
Yes, okay. I have to find all the right moves. And this one, at least, I think, okay.
Yeah, I'm holding myself
win,
here, in fact.
Yeah.
Instead of pressing something like Knight C7. Yeah, then of course.
Do you think you could improve some more your game, your play?
Rook C6 has to be correct. Okay, C4, B5, this all makes sense.
C5 I saw, what was the...
C5?
Yeah, but I was not sure about this question. C5, Rook B8, let's say.
Yes, Rook B8.
Rook C3. No, not Rook C3. Knight F4. B4. Knight D3.
Yes.
A5. E5. Bishop A6. Bishop F3. And Rook C8, I see. No, Rook B6.
B6.
Yes.
Strange move, but I mean, okay, I'm not sure if white is losing, but what's the move? Because Bishop takes C6, Rook takes C6,
yes,
and Bishop C4 is coming, and Knight takes C5. I mean, such an endgame, you will just probably lose, I don't know. I mean...
you mean with equal material but very unpleasant position, yeah?
It's very unpleasant. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't say the correct way. Maybe there is some, but...
Yeah, it seems...
At least, but this is at least what black has.
But in principle, C takes B5 is also according to your plans to exchange as many pawns as you want, as you can.
Yeah, okay, but C5 was also, I mean, it's a tricky position, in fact. I mean, I can go Knight takes F4, let's say before Rook G3 or some stuff like that. But then Knight takes C5 probably, and I mean, I didn't say anything. Rook is coming to G8, but I mean... Okay. Yeah, but I mean, this A5, A4 will smash me at some point, and it's just like, I don't know, it looks like losing. Okay. 96 and protecting it. Rooks are very strong. Yeah, okay, but then I saw that, okay, so take B5 has to be played if white wants to make a draw, because otherwise, I mean, it's just in trouble.
Knight C3, and why not taking
C3,
immediately?
No, I think, what?
Taking immediately?
Rook C1 and Rook takes A2.
Oh, okay, King F3.
Oh yeah, but I mean, even after king f3 you don't threat anything. Bishop a6 is maybe possible.
Okay.
Okay, it's probably still a draw, but...
Okay, nice.
Yeah, but those...
Okay, but then I keep 2 rooks, yes,
Yeah,
and you
it's
don't
not
have
so
2
bad.
bishops.
Bishop a6. What did I
King
do?
f2 you did.
Probably is the best move because otherwise I'm in trouble also, I think.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, maybe rook d6 only.
Rook d6 is probably bad.
I'm not sure if black has really, I mean, any big chances here, but maybe knight c5 or something, to try something like this.
Okay, but knight c5, no, now you go rook takes b5.
Knight e6.
And, what did I... Okay, just bishop
Bishop f6 or bishop 7.
I thought e5.
Also bishop e5.
Now f6, knight c7 doesn't work probably because takes the rook e5, no?
Yes.
King f7.
So okay, we're talking
Okay,
about
actually
this one.
bishop h5 check.
Knight.
Knight c7, bishop h5, and rook f5.
Yeah, okay, then yeah, of
Yes,
course.
bishop
Yeah,
h5.
pieces are
Yes.
Here bishop h5.
not threatened. Yeah, okay, okay. So this is true.
Okay.
So after knight e6, bishop e5, yeah? And if I attack c3 somehow, rook c8,
Rook c8.
Okay, rook b.
I mean, it's more pleasant to play. For
Yes, yes, okay.
But I saw that maybe I can take here. I mean, back with, after knight c5, there is a strange move. Yeah, just a second.
Yep.
Here I think bishop takes c5 also possible. I'm not sure.
And
But
then take on
especially rook
b5?
takes 5, knight takes b5. And now I want king f3 or 4 again. I also didn't see how black progresses because at some point they can take on b5 and play a4, and rook cannot penetrate somewhere because I mean the bishop is controlling everything. d3, c4, e2, I don't know everything. So it just looks also like a draw. But I don't know. I mean maybe there is some other move. I don't know. Knight c5 looked a bit more precise, I think, for fighting for a win here because at least here I have to decide all the time how to play. I mean I saw here bishop takes b5, bishop takes b5. This position I was not sure. King e7. a4, let's say, maybe king a4 I think, king e6, king f3,
King e6, king f3.
maybe rook h3 is not possible. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, rook h3 looks possible. Oh, then check on c2.
I know.
Also not sure, king f3, king f4.
Yes, okay. I have to go king f6.
Yeah, okay, maybe, but
King f6,
it
king
must
f5.
be not.
King f6 when?
Okay, right here. No, king e6, rook h3.
Okay, no.
trouble.
Why? Who? Black is in trouble? Okay.
No, rook
Yeah,
c2.
king f3 next turn.
It's not okay.
But okay, check.
Oh, okay.
But
It's
okay.
draw.
Okay, okay. Yeah, okay,
I
king
mean,
f6
you
is
think
better.
this position is draw? So here.
I think yes, no?
Okay, this must be draw. Okay, just bishop c4, b5.
No, this should be draw. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because I will exchange at least this e5, e6 somewhere, right? So
If you change it, then
yeah, but
it's
I
a
will.
draw.
I mean, so I have a4 pawn. So this I'm more or less sure, but I mean after a4, king f6,
King f6.
and still king f3 maybe. No?
Yes, king e5 and...
King e5 and rook g3. This position. I mean,
Now,
you cannot move.
now rook c8.
Now you can go to c3.
Yes.
Rook d7, bishop d3. Artificial. No?
Something like this. Here.
It looks artificial, of course.
Okay, now...
Well, rook h3 maybe. Trying
8
to
c5
double.
or something.
Rook h3, rook c3.
Rook 8 c5.
Yeah, it's probably rook... Yes, rook h5 makes sense. Okay, king g4?
And some h5 or something.
Okay, but then you take and you have rook d5.
King e6, rook d5. Yeah, but
Okay, but it's not so clear. Yes, actually, yes, maybe not best.
So here what? After king g4?
No, actually, h5 is probably very good now.
King d6.
Yes, actually, no, probably rook d5, bishop e2, bishop f3.
no, but I mean,
But yes, this is not
feedback
what you
is there
want.
because it's not forced. I mean, it should be.
After king f6 maybe. Okay, a4.
No, first here because rook b5 is a possible move.
Yes, okay. So, but probably knight c5 maybe put more problems. No?
Yes.
I think yes.
Yes.
I think objectively yes because after rook d6, the rook b4, I'm consolidating my pieces. So
Okay, so maybe here was a critical
Yes,
moment
knight
where you
c5
could
yes,
improve
knight
it.
c5 is
I was calculating here was some stupid stuff with rook a3 before bishop b5. That's not very fun.
Okay, just show
Okay,
this.
so too much.
Here we should be fine.
Yes.
Why?
No, but there is some move for black and
That's rook c8.
it wins, I think, or something.
Okay, c8.
Yes, I think rook
Okay,
c8
c8
something.
and protect everything.
Bishop c5, I cannot, yeah.
Take this one.
Yeah, this was this was the problem. Yeah, this was the problem.
Yeah.
And rook a5, no, bishop b5. Bishop c6, rook c6, rook a5, knight d3. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
it's clear.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, it's
Okay.
too much, but I mean, there is some movements tonight after knight c5, I don't remember which. Just a second, because
after 95, you think? Okay.
this moment, I think I have to take rook c5.
You're trying to remember what you found?
Yeah. No, I didn't find too much here, but
okay, at least
I saw some stuff here. I don't remember what I saw before.
Did you consider 95?
Yes, I did. Okay, I miscalculated.
Fast pro, yeah, you looked fast at it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but...
Takes.
Oh, it looks reasonable what you said, bishop takes b5 and a4, because, okay, then king b3 is
Yes, but it's okay, I have some chances here. So.
Okay, I said a4 here, which looks normal, on king f6. Yep. Yeah.
Zero thread. I can consolidate somehow, I think, but okay.
Yeah, okay, c3. Okay, so
Yeah,
and after
d7, okay.
and after rook d6, it's already
Okay, I have to play rook c8 now.
Instead of f6.
Yes, f6 actually is a very bad move. Okay, well, I mean there should be nothing to it, but okay, I really said some chances. Takes, rook c2, king f3, rook a2.
It takes with there.
Knight is first. Takes, rook c2.
Now maybe coming back or king f3.
Okay, rook c2. But here somehow, once again, should be drawn. Okay, I think I was worried about bishop c5 now. D2 and
Okay, it's not here.
No, but okay, I mean, should be some draw, with exchanging rooks, like rook a4 or something.
Rook d4.
Rook a4 or something.
Okay, for me.
But now you can take maybe on g2.
No, then rook d4.
Rook d4
Oh, wait, no, then it's made.
Yeah, then it's made somehow.
But maybe you can play here, I don't know, say this move.
Yeah, but this is a bit...
Why? I want to get
King d8.
King d8. Yeah, okay, I thought, yeah.
No, moment. Maybe just take on d7.
Yes.
And rook d4. Should be draw.
So exchange it this way.
Bishop g7, h6.
Bishop f8 to h6 or something.
Yes, exactly.
Something like this.
Should be draw just.
Yes.
Yeah, and then bishop.
Yeah, it's just bishop g7.
Bishop comes. Anyway, I mean, it should be 6 or something.
Okay. So, yeah. And after that.
Okay, but f6 is... Okay. The problem is I wanted to play knight e5, but I think actually I ended up in a lot of...
No. It was an important moment, in fact. This knight e5.
After?
Instead of rook c8. Rook c8 is a draw. I mean, so
yes.
Already, like, I mean, okay, let's say that it's a draw and that's it.
King takes f4.
King f4, knight c6.
Yes, no.
Take on
Yes,
d5.
bishop c5 I thought was very dangerous. Okay, bishop c5. Okay, rook d2, rook b3. No, rook d2.
Rook d2 for black.
Yeah.
There is no before, nothing yet.
b4, bishop h5.
King somewhere. d7.
So d7,
Knight d5. White.
Knight
d5, yeah.
No, actually, I think I might be losing here.
No.
So it looks dangerous. That's why
Yes, that's why I played rook c8.
Yeah, but at least also white can take on b5.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, take on b5 where? Which?
Here, after
knight
bishop
c6, bishop b5 also. Knight b5.
It's just, I think it's draw just.
Yes, right, okay. This
I mean, so it's just black is risking if white is going bishop c5 or not. No, yeah, okay, this is easy draw. Yeah, knight d6, knight f5.
Okay.
But let's say if takes on d4 many times.
Yes, knight takes b5.
Rook a2.
Yeah, no, okay, takes.
Rook
takes d4.
Okay.
Wait, no, you can take. No, okay, no.
Yeah, it's
okay, you go rook d7.
No need. Yeah, just rook d7 first, then take d4.
Yes, exactly.
Rook c4, knight d4, and I don't know, maybe knight d4 is also draw, I think, but rook takes d4, maybe it's easier. No, rook a2 maybe first is better.
To leave the knight on d4.
Yeah, just to keep the knight far.
Okay.
Now rook takes, maybe rook, king f3, rook takes d7.
Rook takes d7, king f3.
And king f3.
Keeping.
Yeah, and then the idea is that
but your knight is a
now
bit
rook
cut.
d2, I'm not sure.
D2, yeah, the knight is a bit cut, yeah.
Ah,
We're talking about this knight now.
Of course, if rook d2 works, then it's another story. But no, it's no need
It's
like this. Yeah, just king f3 first, I think. Or
No,
again,
no,
you
no,
play
no,
I'm playing with the sim.
I wanted knight c7 or something.
Oh,
Aha,
knight
nice.
c7.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bringing-
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but I think rook g7 here.
Instead of g2, g7.
Knight d6,
King
King
f8.
f8.
knight f5.
Can't you take him?
It's okay, but
Okay, still some chances.
Knight h6,
king e7.
king d7. Yeah,
King
king d7.
d7.
Rook somewhere. Let's say rook.
b8
Maybe rook a8 or something.
Hey,
maybe. A8.
Too far. Yeah?
okay, check.
King
No,
d3.
no, like king e3.
Okay, I wanted to take them on h2.
Knight g4.
Okay, checking it too.
King f3.
Yeah.
No, okay, but I think rook b8, rook takes h2, knight g4 should draw.
You mean instead of, but okay, also.
Okay, but
Okay,
knight
Yeah, actually, it's a
g4.
draw. Of course. Even knight f5. What will you do? I mean,
Ah, yes, okay.
king will never come
King
from.
good. Yes, no.
Rook
king
b7.
king d7 and rook b6.
Yes. No, but it's too much, I think, it's hard to win such positions normally. Only if you give such a knight on b5 or something, but normally when knight comes,
Well,
it's just
sounds okay.
yeah, okay, but I mean, it's only black is just, I mean, asking if, for troubles with this knight c6 probably, because bishop c5 maybe is not so pleasant. You have to take on b4 maybe, yeah, of course.
Yes, but then bishop takes.
And then come back and
Okay, knight b5.
something maybe takes, king d7.
Ah, yeah. Bishop. Yes. Take
a5,
f4.
b5 and everything.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
still should be a draw.
Yeah.
Okay, but it seems completely.
Yeah, I think only moment is knight c5.
Knight c5,
To
yeah.
try for something, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and for
well-
white, of course, they have to play this knight c7 probably. And it has to be checked also, yeah, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and Teimour, what was the surprise opening for you?
Yeah, but somehow, in fact, I just didn't look
Careful this variation.
Yeah,
this
this
particular
careful
variation.
this variation. I mean, I didn't wait it today, in fact, and okay, now it's very important, I think, to memorize all the lines. I mean, just because I mean, on the top level, everybody knows their openings quite well and quite deep. So now it's very important not only to know some line, but also to remember
Some
it
ideas
during the
and,
game.
yeah, because
ideas, all the subtleties of the variations and everything. So it's very important. But somehow. Okay, I managed to calculate this stuff with this 96 and so on, because it's also quite not trivial. I mean, because this rook b3 you have 10 checks and everything, and you are always pissed down somewhere, and you have this rook a3 also looks like a miracle. But okay, I mean it's a tricky position.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.